Are you guys familiar with the SpongeBob SquarePants movie Reabsorbed? No? Shame on you. But it's fine, I'll guide you through it, don't worry. You guys know BFBB Rehydrated? Of course you do, good game. But did you know that some members of the community were developing a remake to BFBB a while before Rehydrated released? Well, I don't think you need to be a rocket scientist or a time traveler to realize what happened to poor BFBB HDR. And after that project went to the drain, the team behind the project, now known as Slice Interactive, agreed to still work on SpongeBob-themed games, and they went on to overhaul BFBB HDR and turn it into a real fan game rather than a remake of an already existing title. Bikini Bottom Tales is that fan game, and they sure are working on it to this day. I suppose there's still a SpongeBob game that would benefit from having a remake. And in defiance to God and literally everything that had happened to them prior, the members of the team, who were probably on crack at the moment, decided to announce the SpongeBob SquarePants movie Reabsorbed. The SpongeBob SquarePants movie Reabsorbed, trademark pending, is a real mouthful to say, so I'm just calling it TSSMR for now. TSSMR is gonna be a complete remake of the original TSSM, made from the ground up by your favorite boys at Slice Interactive, a team of professionals and highly skilled engineers of the gaming experience. This remake has been announced not so long ago, and if you're a real Seth Manners 15 fan, you know that I animated an entire ass trailer for it. And surprise, surprise, developments have been made. They're being made. They are being developed. Can I get this one out? And I know it's not just me. We all have so many raging questions just aching to be answered. So I decided to go out of my way and lay out as many doubts and stupid questions as possible onto the poor soul of Sloth Dude, one of the main developers and artists of the project right now. This next segment was recorded for the Slice of Development, the semi-regular Nintendo Direct style video that we at Slice forget about for half the year and then scrape together ASAP to talk about all of the new shit that has been added and or improved in our games. You can watch the entire SOD by clicking on the link in the description. Actually, I'm not saying you can watch it, I believe you are required to watch it. I don't make the rules, you just gotta watch it, preferably after finishing this video. Now, without any further ado, the stage is yours, Sloth.
What is the problem with you, man?
Shut up and listen to me. You are gonna answer my questions, whether you like it or not. So listen up, because we're gonna switch to a live pre-recorded segment, and if I hear you open that crusty mouth to complain, I'm going to fuck.
Yes, I'm very excited to answer your questions right now. There's a lot to go over.
I know, right? So let's start then.
Yeah, well, let's get the show going.
So, before actually starting, I'm gonna separate this section into 3 chunks so it's easier to follow along. Visual changes, quality of life improvements, and gameplay changes. Let's start with the visual changes. The main question would be related to the game's rushed art style, in particular the cutscenes. Is there gonna be an overhaul to the cutscenes, and how is it gonna be made?
Alright, so for the cutscenes, we do plan to make them, overhaul them a little. Not too terrible, it's not gonna be like a movie, if you know what I mean. It's not going to be the simple slideshows you see in the original because it just looks meh. Ugh. We definitely want to recreate those into looking like a 3D area and the camera pans around it. It's cool. We already have a demo for it made to where what it looks like. So yeah, I think it's going to look pretty good. So it's basically the same thing. It's just actually 3D modeled areas.
All right.
With the camera panning around. I think you guys will like it.
Okay, that's nice. So the next question is, what are your plans for the collectible extras?
Alright, so for the collectible extras, right? The treasure chest, yeah. So you would collect the treasure chest, and it wouldn't always be concept art, but it would also be stuff like costumes, right? Video clips would be you getting it from unlocking a cutscene. So yeah, never remember that. The treasure chest would probably be rehydrated, where it replaces the concept, a lot of the concept art with ours of what we did for the movie game. That's the plan for the collectible extras. So if you collect a treasure chest that has concept art, it'd probably be concept art of some item that got remade and a good concept of what it could look like with extra detail. But yeah, that's it.
So it's known that this game has a pretty big speedrunning community. You guys plan on like patching out speedrunning tricks on purpose with updates or stuff? Or are you just gonna let them happen naturally?
It depends. If it's not game breaking, then yeah, why not? Like, if the casual can't like bump into it accidentally, then I think it's fine. But if it is pretty game breaking, we will have to like take it off, like patch it because we don't want our game to be very easy to break.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, it depends. Like if it's not hurting anything and it's a little hard to get the trick to work, and people like to use it for speed running, yeah, heck yeah, let them keep it in.
So, following that up, I think we can finally go over the important bit, the gameplay changes. So, following up the last question, here's probably the most important question of this whole Q&A. How true to the original will the movement be? Like, many people complained that in Battle Rehydrated, the movement was lacking in depth, and it controlled poorly compared to the original. So, are there plans to make the movement itself as good as the original game? Like, for example, a bit of tech in the original game is that when you spin in the air, it stalls your momentum. So, like, are you guys gonna keep that stuff?
Yeah, I really want to, because with BFB Rehydrated, it like when I played it, I mean, it wasn't terrible.